Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing wonderful today. So I wanted to share with you the fall touches that I did in my kitchen, and I'm gonna just do it vlog style. I was going to decorate as I go, and if you prefer me to decorate as I go and do the voiceover, or either way, it doesn't matter, or talk you through, just let me know down in the comments. But welcome, my name is Hope, and here we talk about family, faith, and home. And if anything from this channel, I want you to see Christ. I want you to see Jesus more than anything. I have a love and a passion for home decor. I'm going to school for interior design, even though home decor and interior design are intertwined, but they're separate. They're not quite the same, but I am enjoying it, and I am doing it a little bit at a time. I am a mom and a wife. I have 3 boys, ages 16, 20, and 11, y'all. So welcome to the channel. I originally started my channel to show my tablescapes and my home decor, and then I probably veered off in some other things that I also enjoy sharing. But I need to do a lot more decorating videos. So recently, y'all, I'm gonna share with you my kitchen. I don't know if I'm gonna do my living room today, but I recently shared my breakfast bar over here, and I like how it came out. I really have an idea how I want to do this whole entire wall, but I have not done it yet. But right now this works and suffice. So if you want to see this video, I didn't talk in that video at all, check that out. The only touches that I did different over here, I did pull out some coffee over here. This one smells really good, and I put some honey in some honey packets. We do have the honey, organic honey in the pantry, but we had some leftover honey, so I just put that over there. But check out that video. So I like our little beverage area. I threw some fall leaves into that tree because I just don't have, well, I have the space, but I don't want to take up space to get a fall tree or spend the money, y'all. Spend the money. All right, so check out that video. I'll put it down below. Hey, y'all, so I actually misplaced my fall decor. I don't think I threw it away. I don't think I took it all to the thrift store. I did declutter a whole lot, and I think it's in a bin, but we went through the bin several times, and I waited till like a Sunday when my husband had to go back to work, and he did a whole bunch of stuff that day. And I just said, well, I'll just use this decor that I already have. I purchased a little bit from Pop Shelf, well, a lot of bit, some from Pop Shelf. And this was after y'all already shopped and everything, and I was just gonna pull out what I already had, and I could not find. So I did pretty good with what I already have. I try not to put out a whole lot like I used to. I got rid of a lot, and I did make a trip to Michael's to get some more flowers, and I just used the ribbon that I have. I painted some things, and oh yeah, and I did order a few things from Walmart. So over here in this corner, I have my air fryer. Sometimes I move it from this corner or to over here in this corner over here, and or in this area along this way. But I don't like to do that because sometimes when I come home with groceries, it's in the way. So I like this beautiful air fryer. I need a new one because I had it for probably maybe 2 years or a year and a half now. I need a new one, but it works really well. And this works over here. So I guess as I'm going, I have to kind of explain some different things that you may see that's left out and why I left them out. So as well, this picture back here, it's new to me. I got it from Walmart, and they were running low because a lot of people have been sharing different pictures from Target, Walmart, or wherever that are really like the fall aesthetic or the aesthetic that they have in their house. And I really like this one, y'all. It doesn't pick up the true colors, I don't think. It was only like $10 or $11, y'all, and it was perfect. It reminds me of the fields that I grew up beside my home. So I grew up around fields with soybeans, tobacco, the hay, the wheat, all the different things. And then that's why I had to get this here, which I got it from Michael's this year, a little bit more than what I wanted to pay for, but I thought it was super neat. And I actually got this first and then the picture later. So the pumpkin here, I believe I had this pumpkin before, and I got this last year at Pop Shelf, and then this little pumpkin here from Michael's this year. So I just put that there on that cake stand, and the little riser from Target that you put a little cupcake on, or whatever you want to put on there. You might can put a small candle or whatever, but I used to pull these little things out all the time, and I haven't done it in a while. I love the lighting of soft light in the kitchen, and my mom has these really cool lights. I do have some under here, y'all. I probably have a bad paint job under here, but they do burn out quick. I haven't refilled them, and they're like AAA batteries. I think it takes like 4 or 6 of them, y'all. So my mom has this really, really cool light that as you walk, it turns on. So I want to get those eventually and take those down. But I love a lamp in the kitchen, and I was on one on Walmart, but I think I'm gonna keep that one. And I was trying to hide those cords. Then I have my Magnolia books out just because they're I just put them there, y'all. You see them probably all over social media and people's kitchen. But I really had them over there with my other cookbooks, and I just brought them over here because, I don't know, I just brought them over here. But I do love watching her show. Have y'all watched Back to the Frontier on, I think you can watch it on the Magnolia Network or probably Paramount or something like that. But it's really good. So Jason and I were watching that. And then I have a little Acorn here, and I just wanted it simple over here. Most of the time my spoon rest is in the middle, but sometimes I do move it here and there. And then I eventually want to go to all wood or stainless steel, not coated utensils. So I'm working on that slowly, slowly, to have a non-toxic kitchen and get some stainless steel pots and stuff like that. And that's something I want to work on. Okay, y'all, so I have my kettle out. I use this quite often. If I'm mopping the floor, I heat up water in it. And also I make a lot of tea. So I have that out for that. I don't usually, sometimes I do put it up in my pantry, but I need to declutter that pantry and stuff like that. Up here, I don't put a lot of spices up here. I don't have a lot of spices up here. I did want to put a little cute picture, but it has to be, I put a little cute picture, but it has to be like really narrow, or either I have to move this spice holder here. And then over here, I recently got this from Aldi, y'all. This is a little Dutch oven, and I wanted it to make like some really good beans and some soups and stuff like that, even though it's really small, mainly because, you know, I'm the main one that may eat a lot of the homemade soup or either some beans versus anybody else. So I just wanted that little pot, and I haven't even washed it out, y'all, because I need to do it a certain way, make sure it's really dry. I don't want it to rust or anything. So I just took it out of the box and I set it there. So yeah. I love this little vignette over here, and this was I got it from Target Bullseye Playground years ago. It was a different color. I used some chalk paint and painted it this chocolate color, this brown color. Jason said it looks like chocolate. And then the flower here I got from Pop Shelf this year, Pop Shelf. And then Kirkland's had like a box set of all of these little pumpkins. So I just put one over here, and then this came from the Dollar Tree like 1 year. It was like a pack of them. And this Acorn here, this ceramic dish, is actually from Michael's. No, it's from Pop Shelf, y'all. It's from Pop Shelf. And I think it was like $3. And I like this little lamp. It was actually in my craft room, but I brought it down here because I have 2 up there. And I got this, I think, from TJ Maxx. Yeah, it was like a twin pack. And I like that it gives off the light. It's rechargeable, so I don't have to charge it. And it gives off that little soft dim light. And I cut all the lights off at night, and I like that. So And then it has like the dim light, and then it has the LED light, and then that soft light. So the pumpkin here is from Pop Shelf, and it's mainly for just decoration. I added some ribbon here, and then let's see if I can take it out. Aldi has a new breadboard, and that's what that is there. The cutting board in the back I already had, so I was just trying to sit that breadboard in there somehow so it's not leaning. But I like this. I like how it came out, and I just think it's really super cute, even though it covers up my little pumpkin a little bit, but it's okay. I like that. And then I have some Hello Fall dish towels here from Aldi, and then these are just some wipes from the Dollar Tree. Then on my kitchen island, y'all, I didn't have anything, and I was just gonna leave it there because originally, y'all, I had this, which I think it came out really well, my dough bowl, and decorated that, and that came out really well. But it was taking up too much space on my island. I use it if I take stuff out the fridge and stuff. So I did have this in the kitchen on my living room table, but I think it looked a lot better in the living room without all of the extra foliage and stuff. But in the kitchen, I think it's fine with all the extra foliage. So I added this. This was part of a swag that I just wasn't using year after year, and I was like, let me cut this up, let me take this apart and use it for something else, to like fill a bowl. It didn't quite fit in like an arrangement that I wanted to use, but that worked out. So these are Dollar Tree pumpkins I had for years, and then this was part of that Aldi couple of weeks ago where they had like a box of pumpkins, or either, I think it was mushrooms. It was like bowl filler. I'm sorry, bowl filler. And then this was Pop Shelf. So just really simple. The bowl itself, they're calling it a ruffle ceramic bowl. It's from Walmart. So your Walmart still may have this. I know a lot of things that a lot of people are sharing, I know like on Instagram and stuff like that, that they were getting low in stock. Then over here, y'all, I haven't finished over here actually, but my water filter, if you see that, it's like a dupe of the Berkey. It's by Purewell, and we really like it. Seems like we're in the season of football right now, so they're drinking and I'm drinking a lot more water. They empty it out really quickly, but it is like, if you're familiar with the Berkey, it filters out your water really well. And so this helps us not to buy a whole lot of water bottles. I don't think it looks that, I think it looks fine. It doesn't bother me as far as the aesthetic and so forth. But I had it in my pantry, in my laundry room, in a box. And I was like, why do I have this in a box? I was watching Tiny Homes, y'all. And I was like, pull it out, especially when I couldn't lift, and I still shouldn't be lifting like the big cases, 40 count of water. And I was like, let me just use this, fill this up, and this works so much better. So we've been using that probably since February, I want to say, y'all, and we love it. So up here, y'all, I just have a Wreath from Pop Shelf up there, and I really like those. I should have got one more when they were marked down. Lift up the curtain in the morning, or the shade. I just put that pumpkin there. I started doing that yesterday, and I think I want to get one more floral piece. Or picked so I can put it in this container, this vase here. I just got this out of the garage this morning, and so I was like, I have to find something to put here, or I may use like a jar that I painted years ago for my mason milk jars or something like that, something real slender. But I think this will work out. And I usually just have a candle over here. I don't burn a whole lot of candles, or I will get the wallflowers. And I do get candles from time and, well, I haven't gotten them in a while, but I'm very minimal at burning them. Very, very minimal. I try to do the diffusers now because, you know, if you watch that channel with Daria's CEO, his channel will really bless you in so many different, I don't watch every video, but some videos when he talks about microplastics and, you know, the toxic things we have in our home and fragrances. He has a young lady on there, a woman talking about fragrances and stuff, and so it's really eye-opening. And I don't want to get rid of my candles and stuff like that. I still love them, and you know, even the soaps is fragrances and stuff like that, but you know, I just try to use it minimalist. So this is one of my favorite ones, and you can really use it any time of the year, or you can spice cardamom, I think that's how you say it. But anyway, I like that one. And let's see, this is a touch lamp that I probably saw on Instagram somebody had. So you just recharge it. It's really dim. So I don't use it a whole lot. And I just got some little picks that I put in there today from the Dollar Tree that I just found. Like little stuff I'm finding here and there because I just misplaced my fall decor, y'all. I don't know what I did with it. I did put this little lamp on this. This is actually, it holds my phone. So if I want to watch TV while I'm doing dishes, or it's just easier to do it on my phone to find the video or whatever I'm listening to, or I'm talking to somebody. But the only thing when you're talking to somebody and it's vertical, sometimes it covers up the mic. But anyway, I do use that, and I got that off Amazon. It should be, y'all, in my storefront. And this here came from Aldi a couple of years ago. I was trying to find the best way to hide our bread. I do have a clip where what it normally looks like, and I just moved it for the video. We need some more fresh fruit and stuff like that. But this is, I use this basket. I think I got it from Target for our bread. And then actually my drying board is usually here, but I put it up under here just for the video. I think I'm gonna eventually move this block. Yeah, I think I'm gonna eventually move this block, so we'll see. And then recently, I just got tired. Jason and I have been having a lot of smoothies and stuff like that and putting protein powder in there. And I got tired of looking at the containers. And I know he likes to have his stuff out so he can grab it and it's more convenient. So I was not using this one, and I cleaned it out really good. I won't using this one either. I got this one for his cookies, and we limit the cookies a lot now. And that's his choice, not me saying that. And then I had this for something else, and I'll just pull this out because I've been trying to use what I have instead of, you know, going out buying, because it was so easy for me to just go out and buy it instead of go look for it. My diffuser, I have to look to see if they have a cordless diffuser, y'all, because I use this quite often, and I use it in my bathroom too. So that really helps. And so I like to put in different ones like nutmeg and not nutmeg, clove, peppermint sometimes, but clove, cinnamon, lemon. Those are my favorite ones to put in there for the kitchen. And then over here, I just threw like some decor together over here. And this Lazy Susan, I just put a Lazy Susan on top of another Lazy Susan. And this was on my table for a while, and I was like, it's time to change it up. It's time to change it up some. So I normally have my stand here. And if you saw my desk video, this is what I was referring to, because I have two of these. And I have an old iPad here, and I can watch. Usually I come in here when I'm cooking or cleaning or something like that, and I can watch TV, Netflix. Right now I'm watching Gilmore Girls, y'all. This is the first time I've been started watching Gilmore Girls, or YouTube or whatever, or a sermon. And then I love my bows. I think I got that off QVC, but you probably find it anywhere. And then now this is the first time, or this is new to me, and I am glad that I got it. This Alexa here, this bigger one, the show. I don't even know which one it is, but I'm glad I got it because it seemed like it updated all the ones in the house. Because before, she didn't know nothing. We asked her, so she didn't know anything. And so I just put some decor there. Usually I will sometimes, or before, I would put this Echo on this stand. But right now I have it like this. because sometimes it's a little pain to take it off, but it will fit and nestle up under each other. All right, we're always needing some of these concentrated air sprays from Bath and Body Works, and they're strong. They're strong. It was a video not too long ago where somebody was showing how strong these were, and you only need 1 or 2 sprays.
I'm about to call the CDC because we got to have a vaccination to spray that Bath and Body Works room freshener. That thing I got down in me, I'm talking about that thing picked me up and turned me around and placed my feet on solid ground. Huh? Bath and Body Works, throw your hands up.
Because, you know, when you have boys, yeah. So anyway, and then I have some sanitizer at the end of the counter, and I just took the labels off so that it would just look a little bit better. I probably need to find a bottle to put it in. I don't know if I want to do glass because I just don't want it to hit the floor. And so we'll just see. Maybe I can find a really good, but I'd rather have glass. So anyway, and those are my fall scents, y'all. So I had to go find them because sometimes I'm a little lazy and won't go find my fall scents to certain things. I just leave out what works. So I did put my rug back down here on the floor, and you know, my house is very lived in, very lived in, and so I don't necessarily have that rug out because I have to take the rug, shake it, wash it sometimes because they're always dropping stuff. But anyway, I thought it would warm up the kitchen, and that works really, really well. I almost forgot about this spot here, and I really like it. So normally I will hang like kitchen towels here, Decor kitchen towels, but I like this so much, and it came out really well. So the picture here came from Pop Shelf, and I think the basket came from Michael's, y'all. I think it came from Michael's. I don't think it came from Pop Shelf. I added a little bow here, and that's all ribbon that I already have. 2 of my favorite things are flowers and bows to decorate with, and paint. Those are my favorite things to decorate with, because you can change things up so much just by those 3 things: spray paint, paint itself. And so these flowers, they came from Michael's this year. I think they're all Michael's. Yeah, they're all Michael's, and I love these little berries. Usually Michael's, they switch out their flowers. It may be a different color scheme, but they're the different color scheme, but they're the same flowers, if that makes sense, y'all. So I noticed that years ago. So I like how this came out. I didn't know where I was gonna put this. I try not to buy pictures like this now, but that really came out really well, and I like it. This is just I think I got this from Walmart years ago, and it's a magnet. And this, I don't remember where I got it from, y'all. I want to say Walmart. It's just a magnet hook. So you probably can Google a magnet hook. So that is the kitchen. All right, another one of my favorite parts, which I don't do a whole lot, but I started doing, and I have to think about sometimes when you're living life and you forget about the things that you wanted to do before you even moved into your home. And then once you get into your home and life hits, you tend to forget to even do those things. So one of those things were, I do wish my bar was shorter, but adding bar stools, and then also decorating my table on a regular basis. I don't do that like I want to. I love to do that. And then also this bar. So what I did was let's start from the foundation. I thought I had all 4 of these mats here. They were Better Homes and Gardens, these woven ones, but I just used these circle ones, and I got these, I think years ago. I don't even remember, y'all. I want to say Dollar General, but I'm not sure. Then next I have the chargers, and these chargers came from Hobby Lobby years ago, and then these came from Top Shelf when they first opened in our area, and they're just melamine, and they say Dawn on them, and I didn't want to put like real ceramic plates up here because I didn't want my family to knock it down, which they're not usually that rough like that, but I didn't want no heavy plates up here. Let's see, then I just got some napkins here that I already had. And I have no idea where I got them from. And then these napkin rings, and I'm sure I used them on another table before. So these just have square. And then I just added like some leaves to each little corner, the opposite. So you guys can see that. Then my dough bowl, y'all, I don't remember where I got this from. Either Kirkland's, I want to say. Probably so. Let's see, it's a toss-up between Kirkland's and Hobby Lobby. Yeah, years ago. And then there's a lot of foliage from Michael's in here. I have some pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. This was so perfect because I needed something else to add into this. And I left a pumpkin in my brother's car. And y'all know, these days at the Dollar Tree, this stuff like this is $1.50. And I was looking for that one little gold pumpkin because it's probably gone now. But I was like, you don't have that in your car? Can you look for it and make sure it's in your car? But he couldn't find it, y'all. So I don't know what happened, but it worked out. And then I painted some of these little pumpkins. I think they were like a greenish blue for a color scheme I had years ago. And then I added some acorns in there. And this was like a pumpkin I had already. And I think that burgundy pumpkin's like a pig. So it came out really well. I like that. Our stools, y'all, came from Amazon a while back. I think I saw some on TikTok, and I went to Amazon to see if I could find them to get them faster. Yesterday, I wanted some little pillows, and these came yesterday. I wanted some little pillows for my bar stools just to support your back a little bit. And then I like the little pillows that I had at Christmas time. And so it came in a 3-pack of these pumpkins. I have the other pumpkin somewhere else. And I thought I would alternate because I was like, well, I just get both packs, and then I didn't have the idea to alternate them until they came. So then the other ones are these leaves here. This color is a little bright, but it's still cute. And yeah, super cute. And I guess you could turn it that way if you want. They slide down a little bit, but it'll serve its purpose and support the lumbar of your back. And both of those are, I'll put them in my Amazon storefront. They're both 3-packs. So you get 3 3 leaves and 3 pumpkins. I almost forgot, y'all. So over here, I didn't have too much over here. I do like to decorate it or whatever, but this is one of my favorite pumpkins. It may have a few stains, and I always kind of turn it around because I had it for a long time, and just I used to touch it and put his hands on it and stuff like that. But this came out really well. This book here was actually a different color, and I painted it this chocolate brown, just like the tray and the pumpkins and stuff. And that worked out good with some chalk paint. It was the Waverly chalk paint from Aldi. I put my cross over here, and I know you don't have to have a cross in your house and stuff like that, but I like to put them up, you know, and it's not an idol in my heart. And so then I also, this was part of a pack of acorns, and that was the biggest one. So I just set it there, y'all. And then I just made a arrangement with my vase. And I believe this vase came from Walmart, y'all. Most of these flowers are from Michael's as well. Some of those cattail-like things, I think, are Dollar Tree. The brown ones and the lighter ones came from Amazon. It was like a part of a flower set, and I just tend to take stuff apart sometimes when it don't work for me anymore. Y'all, that running water, Josiah has an aquarium, a terrarium, and he also has an ant farm, y'all. It messes up my decor a little bit, but I try my best to make it work. So for my table, y'all, I try to keep it really simple. I do have a leaf where I can put in my table, and this table was brown, so if you're new, I got it from Wayfair, and I love the table. It was really pretty when it came. It's brown, but I had to paint it. When I painted my cabinets, I do need to repaint it again, but it does give it that weathered look. And, you know, I had a little one, and he would leave his cups and spill stuff, and so it warped, which it shouldn't warp that really easily. But anyway, it gave it its weathered look. So I do need to repaint it, but I like it. It's 5 of us, 4 of us when JJ's not in school, but 3 of us here. most of the time full time. So I just set the table for 4, but it's 6 chairs here because my mom may come, my brother may come. They can now, someone can sit there at the bar. And I keep it really simple. So when Josiah comes and eats, he just moves the whole entire thing out the way. So I had this runner for years. I probably got it from Marshall's because I love to get like runners and placemats and napkins from Marshall's and TJ Maxx. So I like that. The charger here, I don't remember, y'all. I had it for so long. I want to say from Dollar Tree. Did Dollar Tree have these, y'all? Let me see. Yeah, it's from Dollar Tree. And I had it for many, many years. So I just pull out what I have. And then I just try to see what coordinates the best. And then these plates, I think, came from Dollar General years ago. And then these came from Pop Shelf. I got these last year. And then these napkins, they are not matchy-matchy. But I just grab what I can. Sometimes they will accidentally get up to my linen closet instead of down here where they should be. And so anyway, but I sometimes only buy like a set of 2, or that may only get a set of 4 in a pack. So that may happen too. So it doesn't have to be matchy. And I think these actually came from the thrift store. These came from Walmart. So I had to pull out my little iron, and I just put it on the plate because I knew it was easier for him to just move it instead of putting it on the side. So I don't put cups and I don't put glasses because we live in our house and it's very livable here, and I try to make it functional but pretty. This is another part that came out really well that I like. And so I had that Lazy Susan over here for a while. And I got this from Walmart, y'all, this riser. So I don't know if they still have it or not. I'll try to find as many links as I can. But I just put our salt and pepper shakers there. I keep that over here. Some coasters that people remember to use them. And then this little tray, I want to say came from Pop Shelf. And then I love to get like little doodads or they're not trinkets, but little scatter to just put out throughout the house with my decor. That's just one of the things I like. And this was like in a pack. The acorns and the little, they look like pumpkins, but they almost look like berries. But this little pumpkin here came off the stem. And I had these for years. I want to say I got them from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I want to say, Hobby Lobby. And I couldn't fit it anywhere, but this worked out really well this year. And all of these stems in here, except the pumpkin stems, are from the Dollar Tree years ago. So I don't even know if Dollar Tree carries this same style, but they should because it's so versatile. It looks more than $1. Back then it was $1. And yeah, so if you got some of those gems back in the day from the Dollar Tree, I mean, you really scored. Of course, the price. And then this here I got from Pop Shelf. Pop Shelf is my new decor place, y'all. It's not overwhelmingly big, and they just have different unique stuff. And I love Pop Shelf. Now, this might have been $15, $20. Sometimes I think it should be a little bit cheaper. But if you sign up for their rewards and stuff like that, you'll get $5 off, here and there. And keep up with their sales. Because now I want some more flowers, but I'm going to wait till they have another sale, like 30% off of their fall, and then see what they have and make that work. Or either Michael's. So I like that. And that was on my coffee table, and I moved it over here. And then I like to keep napkins over here. I did put like a paper towel stand over here and attached it to my cabinet. Then I'm gonna have to worry about if I move the cabinet, what am I gonna do with that? How I'm gonna get it off? And back there in that corner, that's just where sometimes we put puzzles on a table here or the living room, and they put it on poster board. So our house is very livable, very livable. I'm gonna go ahead, y'all, and do the decor in my living room so I can just go ahead and put this video out because I got homework and other stuff to do. But I haven't really changed this up too much except the flowers above. And from last year or Christmas or whatever, I really like these vases. And Target had some new vases, y'all, and I totally slept on those, and they were really cute. But anyway, I have my picture up there, and then I have this mirror that I got from Aldi years ago, and I just have that leaning up against each other. This is from Pop Shelf, and it's just a swag. And I just tried to adjust it, you know, rearrange it to make it, you know, give it a little bit of life. And then I had this Acorn. I want to say, yeah, this came from Pop Shelf as well. And God is good all the time. I had this for some years. So this came from Hobby Lobby. This pumpkin, I painted it years ago to green, Dollar Tree pumpkin. And then Michael's, no, Kirkland's. Kirkland's is where I got that foliage from. So really simple, nothing too fancy. All right, y'all, so I didn't totally clean up my living room. I did, but I was planning yesterday and I didn't plan on recording this part. So if you see some parts in my living room, disregard, disregard. I got my husband to move this cabinet here, and this holds all of my dishes and table linens, majority of them. It's actually a TV stand. I may record it this one time, and I probably can find it in my phone, and I never uploaded it. So most of the stuff is still on my table in my dining room. So I have not decorated my table for fall, and I usually don't. Usually I just decorate for Thanksgiving, and that's it. So I have to refill this all up. But that's where I keep all of some of my napkin rings. No, I keep my napkin rings I keep like some seasonal stuff. I keep my table runners, my placemats, a few seasonal paper plates and stuff like that. Some seasonal mugs, not a whole lot, and then my plates. I usually keep the plates at the bottom row. But I got this from Big Lots years ago, and he moved this in here because I got so tired of looking at their stuff that they will drop on a drop zone area. So anyway, I said, Jason, can you move this and put this behind the couch? And before y'all, I would do it myself, but I have to wait on him now because I don't want to get that hernia going again. So anyway, y'all, so over here, I just have some crafts that we're going to do probably around Thanksgiving or when the holiday season comes out. And I like to get these from the Dollar Tree. Some of them I had years before. And then we were just going to pull out the acrylic paint and paint these. I got these the other day. I hate that these are $1.50 now, y'all. That just adds up so quick. And then, y'all, I like how this came out. I got this picture from Walmart this year. And then I just put a Dollar Tree pumpkin there. This little tray came from, I think, Sire pulled my little acorns off. So I'm going to have to get the hot glue gun. Y'all see kids just be missing. And I love this leaf. They had another shape. This came from Michael's, and I should have gotten it because I know it's gone. I know it's gone unless I go to the Carry store. Then I just put out some books that I had over there. They were just really not in the place where they're supposed to be. And I was like, oh, I can use these for my sofa table / entertainment storage unit. So yeah. And then this vase came from Aldi this year. And then I went to one Aldi, y'all, and they had this purple foliage, and it was really, really high. I thought it was. At Aldi, it was $3.99, but on Amazon, y'all, they were like $21. And I was like, I know I can find this cheaper somewhere. I just don't know where. And I really haven't been to Hobby Lobby this season, y'all, but they may have had it cheaper. I don't know. So anyway, this is 2 stems in here. And at first I found one. It looked okay. It looked good with one. But I went to another Aldi later on and they had 2. So it made it really full. And I think it looks good. So I'm still working on this lantern. It came from the Dollar Tree. And then I think I'm going to put some ribbon on it and everything. And then this came from Michael's. Like this little foliage thing up there. So I know that would be really pretty if I put a bow up there and also maybe a flower or 2. This is not done at all, but this may be all I do. So this is Pop Shelf, this swag up here. And I didn't plan on recording this part, y'all, but I'm just going to go ahead and put this video out. And then Pop Shelf for the little ceramic acorn. And I just put just a few decor pieces, not too much, not at all. Not at all. This is one of my favorites this year, and I believe that came from Michael's. So that little Acorn. The thing I wanted to get like some more pillow inserts, but I didn't get any. I'll show you the one that I did get. I didn't get any this year. I kept contemplating, and then some of them were selling out on Amazon and Walmart. But yeah, I just have my extra pillows over here because my boys love to put the pillows on the floor, and I already have enough on the couch. And then I had this for some years now. It was stored away, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep this because it was still some things I got rid of this year, even though I couldn't find my main decor. And I washed it, and it looks really good. So over here, I did get this from Aldi this year, and I like this. It's a little bit brighter gold than I would want it to be, but I thought it was super cute. It's a 3-pack. So the other one's on my breakfast bar, or not breakfast bar, what's it called? Office. No, other one is on the coffee bar, y'all. Then up here, y'all, I did get this from Top Shelf, and I like how this one came out. I just tried to lean it up against the wall and kind of tilt it so that you can see that pumpkin in there. So what I mean is not how it came out, but a lot of times I don't care to buy these floral box arrangements because I can make my own, or they don't look quite right. But this one looks okay. This one looks okay. So I can't move it too much because it will fall. So I have to get it right there. I have a candle over there. That's my favorite candle, and it's called Leaves. And of course I'm not going to burn it over there, but I just put it there. And then I like how this came out. I moved Jason and I picture up here. I always have that up there. Sometimes I will move it. And I love this pumpkin here. I painted this pumpkin, I think a couple of years ago, or spray painted it. And then, anyway, I just like how that came out. It came out really well. And then I just have a W I got from Michael's years ago. Super cute. Y'all, my house is very lived in. So this is one of my favorite spots. I do my nails when I do them. And then I did a lot of planning yesterday, so I had all the stuff. And Josiah likes to sit in this little corner, y'all. And this is his little table. This was my table, but this is a little table. And then, so the only thing I bought this year, I was going to get some covers. Well, I actually did buy some, and that's my planner cart, y'all. So, yeah, when you do YouTube, you learn how to pan out certain things. But anyway, I did buy these, and I like these chocolate pillowcases to cover my tan one. So I only got 2 of those, but I did order some inserts to go with this, but they were too small to go over at least 2 of these pillows like this. And then I thought I would leave this out. It is kind of fallish, but I did measure some, and they just sold out. Every time they kept selling out all the fall colors. So anyway, this is Josiah's little spot. I thought I would record it this way so y'all can just see how I like for my house to be pretty, our house to be pretty and aesthetic, but it's also very livable, very livable. My walking pad is back there. This setup is perfect because we have like some workout stuff back there. You can't even really see it. And then we have the fan. If you guys remember when I talked about my patio, I have this Shark fan that's rechargeable, and that's cordless. Yeah, rechargeable. And so sometimes when I'm walking on the treadmill, usually in the wintertime, I'm sweating. So I thought I would leave that back there instead of putting it in the garage. You know what, y'all? I want to show y'all what this looked like without all the stems in it, because I actually had it here. And it looks so much better. But I don't want to take everything out, but I might, just so I can show y'all. So this is just what I have on the coffee table. And I think I might be done. Yeah, probably leave. I'm probably going to put something else there. So, I don't know. But it looks so much better on the coffee table because it's too many things competing with one another. And I was going to paint my nails for this video, y'all. But I was like, you know what? Y'all know how some people, and I'm really chatty with this video, they have really, really beautiful hair. And they don't do hardly nothing with their hair. So my nails naturally grow long, so I don't paint them all the time. So I do that sometimes. So this is my table, and I want to get a solid color table. All right, y'all. So I thought it looked really good without all of the stems over here, which that's how I originally had it. But over there, it needs a little bit more, so it won't be competing with one another. And so I have my runners, and I just folded them in half. This is actually for a regular kitchen table, just so I can give the table more warmth, because it is a glass table. And this was my mama's table, so I think it is time for me to get a table, like a wood table, coffee table, or some type of storage table. And I think this is Better Homes and Garden. They may still have it. I don't know, y'all. They may still have it. So also what I did was I have a sectional, and I separated my sectional. So I did it actually last year, and I like how it came out. You can see this black part, but that don't bother me most of the time. But what you can do is you can use like a throw, and you can cover it up. If it bothers you, maybe you can get some fabric, some matching fabric if it bothers you. But it is time for me to get some new couches and stuff like that. But most of the time I'm sitting in my chair. But that's my little living room. And I did not plan on showing y'all that part at all. But it's real life. Also did, y'all, was I moved my couches closer in together. And my son said, "Oh, Mom, it's more cozy in here now." Because this is a large room. And yeah, and when I just move stuff closer together, I know my mom's gonna see this video. I was like, "Hey, you could have picked up some," but I did pick up the other day. But I was planning, and I didn't plan on showing y'all this part. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was, let me know if you rather for me to just show it, you know, how I put it all together, so I know as far as Christmas and stuff like that. Do you like it with just the music? I did see that you guys thumbs it up a lot, but you know, I don't know, because sometimes when I'm just doing the regular talking ones, you know, more people watch. I just don't know. I just don't know. So just let me know, y'all. And thanks so much for watching.